That is so ugly, it's almost good. We'll have a little contest, see who can find the most macho item.
I like that.
I do too, because I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but I know it when I see it.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Thank you very much.
So what would it take to walk one of those home?
6,500. Really? Hey, Keenan.
Yeah.
You got our appraiser set up?
I was out at one of the bars one night. I met a girl.
Come on, cousins. I want a piece of you. Oh, jeez.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
What's the most macho thing you've ever done?
4 of us hop on a freight train and ride the rails and to run to catch it.
Yeah, see, that's dangerous, right?
That's very dangerous, but we were 15. I don't know if it was macho or stupid. but
They
we're-
generally go together.
Yeah.
See, I did so many stupid things when I was younger, I'm not sure which one of them I could pick as the stupidest. So a friendly wager, who can find the most macho thing in the next few days?
All right. Your basic Ernest Hemingway take on life, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too, because I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but I know it when I see it. So we're on the way to Armstrong. Famous for a bunch of different things. Cattle.
Cheese country.
Exactly, cheese.
Yeah.
They're super famous worldwide, I think, for their cheese.
Couple of cheese balls going to cheese country.
You got it, man. We're gonna go see Al, big time collector in country store, advertising, oil and gas. I've heard how good his stuff is, but I've never actually been there. So this will be a first for me and for you, and I think we're both gonna enjoy it.
Go slow, I think we're close.
I think it's right up here on the right. Look at the old car.
Yeah.
Let's go see Al. Yeah, you can tell this is the place.
All the stoneware.
Hey!
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Good, Al, how are you?
Sheldon.
So this is the place.
This is the place. You guys want to go take a look in the shed first?
Why don't we
Whatever
do
you
that?
suggest.
Just follow me. Oh, we can't go in there.
Yeah, do not
It's my
enter.
place.
Signs all over the place.
Yeah. I've been a collector for about 45 years. There's some beauty in this stuff, especially the advertising things. They got character. I like bullet holes. I like broken, kicked.
My guess is, given that this is outside storage, this is the lower quality stuff that we're gonna see here.
I guess we can start here.
Hey.
How about her?
Wow, you've got some great stuff in there. I don't even know where to start.
You got a little bit of everything here.
Al's a dealer, he's a picker. He's always gonna have some lower end stuff and some high end stuff too.
Shouldn't you be taking one of these back to Calgary?
Whoa!
That good old copper crab.
That is so ugly, it's almost good.
Almost is the key word there.
It's like a Velvet Elvis painting.
Alberta bound, Alberta bound.
Geez, you can sing a lot better than we can. See, that's the kind of thing.
You could get for $10.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I saw it in a garage show for $5, I'd go,
Good luck with it.
You got some trolley card signs, it looks like. Oh, they're all Wrigley's.
Those are good. Those sat in the old trolley cars up high, didn't they?
This might have been later in time, it might have been in a bus as opposed to a trolley cart, because I think the trolley carts were a little narrower than this.
Yeah, and longer.
Yeah. So what are you looking at for some trolley cars?
$20 for the works.
Done. Can't argue with that.
Okay.
Wrigley's is a great name. People love Wrigley's. We should have no problem at $20.
Hey, that's kind of good.
Yeah, that's off probably an old gas station clock.
What it is the face of an Art Deco clock. Does it work?
Yes, it does.
Huh. Had more pieces surrounding it originally and sometimes some advertising on the bottom. What would you want for that, Al?
$45.
What were you thinking? You were thinking 30, weren't you, Scott?
I'm thinking 30. Apparently I'm thinking 30.
Well, 35, bottom line.
Sold.
Sold?
Done.
Done. How much you charge for your matchbooks?
Usually they run around $1 each.
I spot a whole bunch of matchbooks, and of course on some of them are pinup girls. If I took a bunch, would you go 50 cents each on them?
Sure. What do you like?
Well-
You're looking at those girls a lot.
Well, you see, Sheldon and I got a little bit of a bet going.
Uh-huh.
Who can get the most macho thing, and there's not much more macho than pinup girls on matches, is there?
That is.
I'm not sure if that's macho or not, but I'm hedging my bets. These are just to win a bet, bud.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think I'll take a few of them.
What are you doing, Scott?
Hey, I think I got something to win the bet.
Matchbooks?
Sheldon and I, we don't always agree on what we're gonna buy.
To me, the matchbooks are cheesecake. So I put on a 1970s hockey helmet. Come on, cousins, I want a piece of you.
Killer. Killer number 11, right on the back.
That's macho.
hilarious.
And I got a breastplate to just in case you get a shot in.
You know what? You try to be macho by putting on a hockey helmet, you better be prepared for a macho response.
I'll get him back.
So Al, when are you gonna invite us into the house?
Why don't you come take a look? Some things are negotiable, I guess.
Perfect. I'm really optimistic. I know we're gonna see good things. Whether they're for sale at a price that we can do something with, that remains to be seen.
You take your jacket off if you want. I don't know if there's anything you like.
Wow, look at this. We're walking in the house, and of course there's advertising everywhere as we walk in. Holy smokes.
Well, I like the high-end things.
Yeah,
Scott really likes the same things that I do.
it's impressive. There's no doubt about that.
He's a sick puppy like I am for this stuff.
Wow, some good things in here.
Sheldon really is into the glassware more, you could see, and the finer things in a house. Scott is after what we would have thrown in the dump.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. I love that table. The Broadway Hotel, what a great logo. That's Vancouver, right?
That is Vancouver.
1930s, 1940s era, can be used as a side table in anyone's house. What would it cost me to buy a Broadway Hotel table?
Well, 400. 400 would take it out of the house.
I'm not sure if we could get much more than 400 out of it. The
I had
Broadway
a kind of
Hotel
a
was.
macho suggestion, though. I thought we could have a little bit of an arm wrestle. Could either be 3 or 4, depending on who won.
Wow.
How about an arm wrestle?
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna beat me though. Look at the arm. Look at the arm.
Exactly.
Twisting wrists, I haven't done that in years and years, and of course, I hate to lose. This guy's cheating here.
Hey, look, he's got his arm bent over on me.
Hold on just a second.
And I'm gonna try to get Al curled in and pull him towards me if I can.
3, 2, 1.
No, he's got me. You see, you let him cheat.
But we're a team.
Al was a lot stronger than he looks. He's a skinny guy, but he's got pretty good biceps.
All right, why don't we call it a draw?
350? 350?
Good.
350?
350. All right. Okay.
We were done. We've saved $50 and I didn't lose face.
I gave in.
That is so good.
That's 1909.
Atlas School Supply Company, Chicago, Illinois. I just love the way it's got all of the peaks on it. It's a little rough on this edge, is where all the kids were playing with it, but it's great.
So are you telling me you're interested?
Well, my wife would love that. She loves maps.
What do you want for it?
350.
Yeah, that's steep. So I'm not saying it's unreasonable, it's just, do you have any room?
The best I could do is probably $50 down, so 300. And that's probably what I'm into it.
I'm done. At $300, it's a bit steep, but I know if we can't sell it, my wife's gonna wanna keep it.
I'm on a shopping trip for his wife.
And you're paying half the cost of
And it's
everything.
only costing me half.
It's beautiful.
Hey, where did the glass come from, Al?
the yard sale.
Painted glass. They've got 2 good macho images on them. Let me put them up against the light here.
Yeah, they are just awesome with lighting behind them.
Hey, but that's macho. Look at that guy coming over the falls.
He's got the square jaw.
Exactly.
And he's doing something really stupid.
He should be yelling and screaming right now.
That could be a potential entry into the macho contest. The other one's kind of a cowboy one here.
Yep.
What do you want for them, Al?
$80.
$80 the pair?
Yep.
Boy, hard to argue with that.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
We should triple or even quadruple on those. We walk in the kitchen and there's things I would love to own, and I'm not even an advertising guy. You got some incredible things here, Al.
Whoa, is that a beaut? He looks like he's been smoking a little peyote there.
That's a hider, too.
Oh,
Artist.
Hyder.
That's a hider, yeah.
You know, Hyder was the guy that did the Calgary Brewery
Yeah,
paper.
no, I know it.
Never seen that Five Roses flower sign.
Definitely first war.
Yeah.
He's pointing back, saying, buy this flower because this is what we send to our troops who are fighting for our country.
Appealing to your patriotism.
But that's what I always say about advertising. The reason I love advertising is because it tells you something about what people were thinking at the time they made it.
And that tells an interesting story, that one.
Man, that is such a tempting piece. That is a piece that I can't walk away from if I can get it today. What would you want out of that?
1,500 takes it off the wall.
The calendar part's replaced, right?
Yes, but it's all original underneath.
I'm having some trouble with the decision because by not having an original calendar pad, you knock out the top 2% of the market that only wants complete and only wants original. If that had the original calendar piece on it, I wouldn't hesitate for a heartbeat at $1,500. But I'm thinking that may be one that I'm married to for a while because the calendar pad's missing. See, I'd feel a lot better at 12, 15.
Oh, I like to think I'm a pretty good negotiator. I've bought a lot of things, and I'm like Scott, because he's just an old roughhouse hockey player. Man, I've been coming down on a lot of things. Absolute bottom line, 13. Or it just looks really nice there, and then you can come over and visit now and again and just look at it.
Do I have to pay anything to visit?
No, I might even give you a beer.
With a guy like Al, there are two ways to deal with him. What's your bottom line? Either say yes or no. The other way is over 2 days with a bottle of scotch. We don't have time for that. 1,300.
Okay.
And a beer.
Okay. I got lots of dishes if we have extra company to serve them.
The heck with the dishes. I'm looking at the Five Roses flower sign. I know that sign well. I owned that sign one other time and traded it away to somebody and always regretted it.
I take it that's a really rare one, Scott?
Tin litho, that's the reason why it's so hard to find, right? Porcelain survived, tin litho did not survive. I have gone 15 years without seeing another one, and I might go another 15 years before I see another one.
I was thinking of just painting it over, make a stop sign out of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or you could just sell it to me instead. That is amazing. Are you selling it?
It could be sold.
Can we get that down then? It's always hard to buy from the kitchen in a house because I know he loves it and I know his wife loves it. I know I'm not getting it cheap. It's got a few scratches on him, which is unfortunate. It's just such a tough sign to find, though.
You like it, don't you?
I love it. It's just such a rare image.
Only Canadian, red, Five Roses.
What would you need out of that?
I was thinking 14.
Which is about twice what I paid for the one that I had before. What would your rock bottom price be on it?
12. Absolute bottom, 12. Rock bottom.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna have to live with it.
Good
I know.
going.
I know it's my only chance to get one, probably again.
I knew we were not leaving today without Scott having that sign in his arm.
That's a little more than I wanted to pay for a sign in that condition, but you just don't see them. That's a keeper for me. We're not selling that. And Sheldon paid half of it.
Now we're buying for the whole family. We've made some great purchases. I think we should go get a little packing, maybe load her up. This one's got a little deco to it. That's a good deal for Scott and I. We should easily be at $65.70.
We should have no problem at $20 selling those for $50, $60, $70.
That is so good, isn't it?
I'm really happy about that. You know what? I think we should get somebody to appraise this. I'm curious to see what it's worth now. Great day for me. Got some fabulous items. Al, it's been great.
Thanks a lot.
Good to meet you,
And I
Al.
hope you guys make something on this.
Good guy, good dealer. I'm really happy. New friend for me.
It was sure a lot of fun.
Next time you can come to my house, and I'll
Okay.
take advantage of you.
Do I get a beer?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't quite expecting them to take as much out of the house, but they did pick some pretty good items, and I hope they do okay on them.
See you in Calgary, Al.
Have a good trip.
Okay, thanks, Al. I always love it when you can buy stuff off the wall of a guy's house.
And the guy going over the falls in the canoe, as macho as you get.
So Sheldon, I think we should give Keenan a call. Do you really think he had everything set up in the shop?
Hard to say.
We should give him a little test, see if he can find us an appraiser for that 5 Roses flower sign.
He might surprise us.
Hello?
Keenan, this is Scott and Sheldon.
Hey, how's it going?
We bought a few things out in BC, and we need you to find us an appraiser. We picked up an old 5 Roses flower sign from about 1920 or so.
Okay.
See who you can round up, and then we'll talk to you when we get back to town.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, Keenan, how are things looking at the warehouse?
They're good. We're getting a little bit of progress.
Yeah, are you working hard?
I'm busy.
Perfect. Do you believe him? So we still got our little macho thing going. I guess we should decide what we're playing for, and just a friendly little bet. Loser buys the winner a pint.
You're on. We're going to Abbotsford. Around the turn of the century, I think it was 1903, the most famous bank robber in Canadian history hung out around this part of the world, Billy Miner. Is that right? It was his invention to say, hands up.
That's funny.
We're going to Dave's place, and he's gonna have a ton of stuff, all kinds of oil and gas things.
Oh, okay. I think I see it right here. That's Dave's place.
And he's got shipping containers,
Oh, look, he's got dogs, too.
little Rottweilers.
Yikes. Let's go see Dave.
Hey guys, how are you?
Sheldon?
Dave, Scott.
Scott.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
ya?
Good, thanks.
So what's the story?
Well, you know, I like gas and oil and signs. I like cars, and I like everything to do with cars, and that includes the gas and oil and the advertising. So I have some signs in there.
You got a lot of signs. Signs everywhere.
You've been busy, Dave. There's gas pumps, some restored, some in the rough. How is it that you've got a couple of sets of traffic lights?
I traded those in with the person.
I cannot believe how much stuff Dave has accumulated.
Well, you know, it's a fine line between collecting and hoarding. Originally, I started collecting gas and oil, and then I all of a sudden liked pop, so I started collecting a bit of pop. For a little while, I was general store signs too, but I sold those because I figured I got to start focusing, right? So the challenge for me is to let go of some of the stuff.
So does that mean that the tobacco ones are going to be cheap as you're getting out of them?
Probably.
I like this one right here. The sign that catches my eye is Model Tobacco.
It's a bit of a beater, but it's not a common sign.
Good image. The guy reminds me of the fellow from the Monopoly game.
It's porcelain.
Yeah, you usually see those in tin. That's a great sign. The condition's not as big a problem because of the figural nature of the sign with the old man on it.
What would you want for that one?
$150.
I like it better at 100 with the shots in it.
What do you think about 125?
So
All right. At $125, we'll do well on the Model Tobacco sign.
I like that high plane one. He's got to have 200 or 300 signs in that warehouse.
Oh, I like that.
Some are really good ones. Dave, would you sell your big red Indian? It looks like it's about an 8 out of 10. I want that sign if I can get it.
no, that's part of my core collection.
What about your wall of pop?
Yeah, those are keepers.
We're trying them on. We're asking about several things. What about this one, Dave? Would you part with Frenchie?
I just can't sell that.
Not for sale.
Dave, you got a couple big Texacos. Are either of those for sale?
No.
I guess you're a Texaco guy, aren't you?
He's a buyer, not a seller.
It's tough to sell just because I've paid probably full retail for an item.
I'm concerned we're not going to get anything good out of here. The Red Indian there.
I just upgraded, so that used to be the centerpiece before.
Yeah. We might get the occasional double today, or maybe some oddball thing. This one got shot with a machine gun.
Sure looks like that.
I mean, Red Indian is one of the rare ones where condition is less of a factor than some other things.
Well, it's the most collectible Canadian gas and oil company.
What would you need out of that one?
Probably around 15.
I'm tempted, but I'm not tempted enough because I'm in at 1,000 on that, hoping to get 15 for it. I think we're just a little too far apart on that one.
This side.
This time. One of the hardest things we see in this business is trying to buy from a buyer. Well, show us some more stuff. Let's go back.
Come on.
So now I've changed gears. I know I'm not getting quantity anymore. I'm trying to find the easiest thing for us to sell at a good dollar. Well, that's a nice one.
Yeah, isn't it? It's an old pump.
30s.
30s.
It's got the Art Deco sort of look.
Yeah,
to it.
tombstone.
Beautiful pump. Red Indian Marathon Blue Gas.
And that's a Canadian pump too. It's by Wayne out of Toronto.
That is a great one, though, because not only has it got the Red Indian look, it's the Marathon Blue, which is a rarer version of the Red Indian.
Yeah, it's a premium gas, right?
Yeah. It's just a great look.
It's a good-looking pump.
Like, I mean, that's a way better pump,
We love those double visibles, too.
but I like the looks of this one better.
Yeah.
We can sell that pump in our market for probably $3,500, maybe $4,500 on a stretch. So what would it take to walk one of those home?
Out of my shop, you're probably looking at around 6,500.
Really?
Something like that, right?
But we're not in that marketplace.
No.
We're not selling retail. I'd like us to be in this thing at $2,500 to sell it for $3,500. So where would you need to be on it?
Probably 3,000.
Jeez, that's tempting. $3,000.
How about an arm wrestle?
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll go 3 on this one. You be nice to us later on.
That's a deal.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Perfect.
happy
Thank
about
you.
that.
I have over 200 gas pumps, right? So it was a little bit easier for me to give it up.
I'd say now we're motoring.
Now, I see you got a Michelin man here. He reminds me of myself.
You know his name?
I do not know his name.
He's Bib, isn't he?
Yes.
Bib, why is he Bib?
Bibendum, I think, is his real name.
Bibendum.
Little known fact.
You're making that up.
Not making that up.
What would you want for something like him?
Around 600.
I can't grind you too hard on that. How about 5?
Sure. It's a good deal.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good deal for me and a good deal for you.
Bibby!
Hey.
Bibby!
But can you imagine him in your living room with a light in him?
I can imagine him in your living room with a light in him.
And you're gonna see him in my living room with a light in him. Anything else for us to see that's for sale?
Another garage. Why not? Let's take a look.
Now we're getting further away from the collection. Does that mean it's gonna be cheaper over here?
Never know. Let's find out. There's 3 more items.
Oh, yeah.
Walk in the garage, 2 beautiful little pedal cars right on the ground staring us in the face. That's a Murray. Really good maker. 1960s probably. Is that original?
Yes, both of them are original paint and original graphics.
Is that a Murray too?
Yes.
Those are the kind of things that 10 years ago would have sold for $600, $700 a piece. You know, pedal cars are a little soft. We don't usually buy them, but these 2 are in great nick. What would you want for a pair like that?
Probably around 800.
What do you think?
Well, I'd be a lot happier at half that. I'd be a lot happier at 4.
What about 5?
I'm good with 5. Are you good with 5?
I'm good with 5.
They have personalities that are very much different. I think Scott's more of a grinder. I think Sheldon's more of a nice guy.
Dave is very quiet, soft-spoken.
But in general, it's tough picking.
I could probably do 650 for you, Scott.
Remember, you owe me one. Remember? You said you'd be nice to me if I went 3,000 on the gas pump?
Yes.
How about 6?
Okay, done.
Good, I'm happy with that. We're paying some good, top-notch prices today, but we're buying top-notch merchandise.
Hey, Sheldon, I got something neat to show you. Have you seen one of these grip strength machines?
Oh, yeah, but never one in as good a shape as this. It's a grip meter, the sort of thing where a couple of guys would be at the fair and say, okay, I'm gonna show you how strong I am. Can I try it? Does it work?
Yeah, just drop a penny in there.
Yeah, that's a macho item. I need to own that. I'm just about to squeeze it. Dave, what do you need out of it? When I see Scott over there talking to Dave.
Only 500.
500 done.
Sold.
What do you mean sold?
Bang! Deal done. That's my entry to the macho competition. I win.
He just scooped me in the macho competition. I'm not happy you scooped me, but 500 is a good price.
You gotta assess your opponent's weakness and go right in for the kill.
Scott, did you spot that?
There's a good one. That is a great one. That's almost a 100-year-old tin, and it had the old Indian chief on it. Sheldon, have you ever seen the old Indian chief?
I know
That's the
exactly what you're
old
talking
Indian
about,
chief.
because the detail.
In the feathers is so much better than in the later one. That's an early tin.
It's probably only 1 or 2 or 3 cans like that that would have survived.
It's as good a red Indian tin as I've ever seen. That's the best of the best. If you're gonna own one red Indian tin,
It's the nicest can I have.
would you be interested in selling that?
That's a keeper.
What about 750?
Oh, I just can't sell that.
What about 850?
That's a keeper, thanks.
Oh, you're killing me, buddy.
A man of his principles.
My worst fear whenever I see an oil and gas guy is that I'm gonna see a red Indian piece I can't buy.
Yeah, that tin's very important to my collection, Ray.
It kills me, it kills me, it kills me.
Well, I'm happy with the things that we did get. I think we should go get some packing material and maybe start packing her up.
He looks like me, he's shaped like me. I'm taking him home. That's an attractive sign. We'll double up on that, no problem. We can sell that pump in our market for probably $4,500 on a stretch. Hey, Dave, that was great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheldon. It's easy to bring stuff home, but it's hard to take stuff away from your home.
Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
We'll
Yeah.
keep in touch.
Thanks
See
very
ya.
much.
Yeah.
See you, Dave. Hey, well, that was an interesting pit.
Everything we bought was good.
The grip meter. In the macho category, that's about as good as it gets.
Why don't we give Keenan a call, see how he's doing with the appraiser for that 5 Roses flower sign.
Hello.
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, how's it going?
Goes great. How are you doing?
Just working around the warehouse.
And are we getting some work done there?
Oh yeah, busy.
Have you had any luck finding the appraiser?
I spoke with a few people, but I'm still tracing down a couple leads, but I'm on it.
Who do you have so far? Do you know their names?
Well, I spoke with a lady, I spoke with a gentleman. I have their names written down.
And you're getting some work done in the meantime there, Keenan?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much done as I can for you guys till you're back.
Hey, Keenan, nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, I'm giving it.
Okay, we'll see you when we get back to town.
Awesome, sounds good.
All right, thanks, bye.
Bye.
Okay, he doesn't know the names of the guys he's got. What, did he pick them up at Cash Corner?
I don't know what to think about that. I wish we were there to sort of see what he was doing.
Well, he was out of breath. Hopefully that meant he was moving things around. Take a look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
That's one thing I love about coming to this part of the country is how many eagles you see.
So we're off to Mission, right beside the Fraser River. Beautiful part of the world.
That's wonderful.
So guess who we're going to see? Attila.
Attila! That's a pretty macho name, though, you gotta admit.
Absolutely. We're going to a brew pub.
A brew pub. We're
Yeah.
picking a brew pub.
Yeah. I knew you'd be happy.
I love it. So we still got our macho competition, but I think we gotta let somebody decide it, and who better than the brewmaster?
Good idea. Attila. So this is Mission Springs.
Here it is. Oh, look at the bottle right on the top.
Fire truck?
I'd like to buy that fire truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go see what they got.
A little early for a pub, isn't it?
It's never too early for a pub. Hey,
I'm Attila.
Scott, how are you?
Good to meet you, Scott.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, good to meet you.
This is incredible.
You've got tons of stuff just walking in the door.
The owner of Mission Springs really likes his antiques, and he manages to fill this building up with all this stuff.
Is this stuff for sale that we're seeing here?
There's definitely things here that we can look at.
Wow, what a great bar. Never seen so many taps in one place.
What is that?
Can I take it down?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's an old Edison lamp display that would have sat in a counter. Mazda lamps, Edison lamps. Good country store collectible. When the light bulbs went out, you'd go in there at the store and you'd go buy one light bulb. 1945 lamp specification chart, so you can date it right to 1945. It's got that sort of deco look to it as well. Would you consider selling that?
That would I'd have to take a few minutes.
Gotta make a call on that one?
You betcha.
You gotta look a list, you gotta talk to somebody.
Yeah, something like that. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Hey, Norm.
What I'm hearing here is Attila's here to sell us some stuff, but he really doesn't know what it's worth. So when we express interest, he's got to go chat with someone to see what it's worth.
I'm just trying to think here what that would be worth. Gee.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Thanks. Well,
So, what's the story?
it's definitely a possibility.
That means the price is going to be high.
$475.
Whoa! Almost double retail on that piece. I'm in this at 100 and a quarter to 150. We've had one better than this that we
Okay.
sold for 350.
Yeah, well, I won't be going any lower.
We're up. You should have it with that up.
At least.
Okay.
I'll have to give you something for that. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a pint of beer.
Now you're talking.
I'm in.
Maybe you should have one too.
Yeah.
Do you have any Coke stuff?
There's a few Coke things.
Do you have anything that's interesting that you're not going to see every day?
I've got one on the pub side.
Well, let's go take a look at it.
All right. It's a bit of a walk. Big building.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I am shocked because when I walk down the steps, I see a super rare Coke sign. That's not one I've seen very often before.
Well, I can be honest with you, I haven't seen one ever.
We know about 5 Coke collectors that don't have that sign. I'm going to offer you $1,500 for it.
Whoa. Oh, tough one. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave you again.
Again, he's got to go away and find out how much it is.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
We don't have enough time for him to do a negotiation with somebody on every purchase.
We're stalling out here.
If we can't make a deal on the next few things we try, I think we got to see if there's a shed or a basement or something we can go look in.
Right, I agree.
Well,
I'd love to say yes, but I just can't. I think it's a real heartfelt thing with him.
I'm pretty shocked because I got a lot of respect for $1,500. So he was like, no.
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 Not even maybe, not even.
Not even maybe.
I'm feeling a little deflated because I'm seeing some things that I really want to own and I just can't get them.
All right, well, let's not pause here. Let's keep picking. Looks like we're not going to buy the primo items. They're screwed to the wall in the bar.
I'd like to introduce you to Norm.
Oh, hey,
Norm? Scott?
Scott, glad to know you.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, I'm glad to know you.
He's not the owner, but he's our expert.
Oh,
Well, I don't
okay.
know about being an expert. I know a fair amount about antiques and in general.
So you're the guy that's being hard on us.
Well, I'm trying to be easy on you, not hard on you.
Did he tell you what I offered on that Coke sign?
Well, he's a hard man to get along with.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
I like Norm and Attila, but we've got to find some stuff that's for sale.
Is there somewhere we can go where the stuff's a little less dear to your heart?
We want the stuff that's not nailed
Downstairs,
down.
that's...
Yeah.
Downstairs?
Let's
Lead
go.
the way, let's
All
go.
right.
Now I'm feeling a little more optimistic.
It's always good when you're having no luck upstairs to get down below or out to the garage.
Are you coming too, Norm?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I guess the only good thing is we can at least talk to him directly, not through Attila. I love the smell of beer in the morning.
So this is where it all happens,
This is
isn't
where
it?
it happens. The
Wow.
bottling and the barrels are in there. Got some toys back here.
I'm going in. Oh, that would have been good. Sort of a cutie little guy.
I go into the next room, and there's a leather helmet. It's a football helmet, early one. I think I found the ultimate macho piece. I love it. I thought at first it was a reproduction. I was so surprised to see it. What do you want for that, Attila?
What do you think, Norm?
I think probably 25 bucks.
Bingo. Great buy. I'm so happy with that. I have a buyer for it immediately.
I don't know about that table. I wouldn't trust it too much.
No?
Ah, go ahead, Scott.
Being the
Take a
ballet
chance.
dancer that I am. So I'm climbing up there, and I'm just passing anything that looks like it's got any value back to Sheldon. And I'm letting him do the deals on it.
I'm buying. I like it. Hey, these are kind of neat. These are new, but
Are you hungry?
I am, as a matter of fact. What would I have to pay for a fork and a spoon?
That was 50 bucks.
Done. Not even going to argue with you guys on that one.
Way to go.
50 bucks?
What a deal at 50 bucks.
I was too busy climbing and handing things down to Sheldon. I didn't even notice the stupid fork.
Not every single thing we buy has to be old.
You got some instruments up here. Wall hanger trombone for a bar or something?
Oh, yeah.
And a crappy little, I think that's a repop.
Scott's passing me good stuff. A couple wall hangers, though, that'd be good.
I'd pay 30 for the trombone and nothing
Right.
for the little one.
But I was thinking 30 and 10.
How about 35?
That's good enough.
All right. Now we're making
Now
some
we're
headway,
moving.
guys. Yeah.
Oh, only if it's dirt cheap. Like I said, you're gonna catch it when it comes.
Nice catch.
Thank you very much. I love an accordion simply because Scott hates an accordion.
25 bucks for that.
Done.
I was gonna say 10. Look at this shell, it's like a little hobo.
And that's tramp art.
Yeah, it's a little
Is it
hobo
really?
thing.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay. 1923.
yeah,
Huh. Somebody's odd idea of a stringed
yeah.
instrument. It was some sort of musical implement. What would the fair price on that be?
50 bucks.
Sort of thing I'd pay 20 for.
Yeah, because it's
Or
just...
would you pay 25?
25 it is.
All right.
Screaming good deal.
Oh, Bohemian made, still full.
Yeah, oh
We
yeah.
could probably drink those.
Those are made from 1950, and I wouldn't dare drink them.
That would be a macho thing to do.
That's
There you go.
That would be a macho thing to do.
If you did, I think you'd have the skitters for a week.
I'm not really sure what skitters are, but they can't be good.
Hey, well, we did a little damage in the corner here. Can we go up and have a beer now?
You betcha.
Hey,
Cheers.
Cheers.
good fun, you guys.
Lots of fun.
But you're gonna have to help us with one last thing.
Name it.
Scott and I have had a little bit of a wager going the last few days, and we're looking for a macho item. I think I got the winner, but you tell us which is the most macho item.
Ah.
Sheldon and I got this little bet going about who can find the most macho item.
She sort of speaks for herself, doesn't she? I think I have a good entry. It's a late acquisition, but a leather helmet, no mask. We're talking a really macho piece here. All this wear right here, every little chip represents two guys butting heads.
No, that was probably a field goal kicker's helmet, okay? I don't get the macho bit with that helmet, and it's a little sneaky to buy something off the judge and then have him judge the contest.
The guy that scooped me on the gripper is calling me sneaky.
I didn't scoop him, I did it right in front of him. I'm gonna show you something that's truly macho.
Oh, he's got to stand up for this.
Now look at that. It's pretty hard to beat a grip strength tester for macho. Each of you can have a go.
It works.
Give it your best grip.
Go ahead.
Oh, it rings the bell.
And your turn. Give it a shot. Unless the fix is in, I got a winner.
What do you think, Norm?
Oh, it's a tough call.
Newt Rockney wore this helmet.
Yeah,
that.
right. Louis Pisaglia wore that helmet.
Hey, what's wrong with
Hey,
Louis?
yeah, exactly.
He's
What's
a
wrong with
kicker.
Louis?
Oh, man.
He's a kicker.
You just went after the
Yeah,
BC
okay.
Lions.
He's a British Columbia icon, and you don't insult him in British Columbia.
Somebody just swayed me. I'm gonna go for the helmet.
Norm, what are you going for?
I know you're going to be mad at me when I say this, but I'm going to go for the helmet.
You guys don't know much of it.
Thanks a lot, guys. This has
Oh,
been a great
thank you very
day.
much.
Thanks for being raw.
Awesome.
Thanks, Norm. Whoa, you got a grip on you, man. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little peckish.
That fork and spoon is too much money at any price.
We always have a little fun with accordions. I love leather. Anything that's leather, but especially a leather helmet.
I've heard that about you,
Yeah.
that you like leather. It's a cool thing, and we're going to make good money off that.
I love Mission. I can't wait to come back.
I'm glad you guys came.
And when you come out to Calgary, come out, we'll give you a white hat.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take care. Okay.
There's the fire truck. I like that fire truck. We could use that.
I think we got to take a shot at it. We noticed her when we drove in.
She's a beaut.
Yeah.
What is it, 42, 43, 44?
42?
I love everything about that fire truck. I love the look of it. It's got the great 40s Dodge look.
So what has she got, a big water tank on it?
Yeah, it's a water pumper.
Yeah, and Scott and I talked about it. We'll just fill it full of beer, and then we can serve them right here. How many times are we buying a fire truck? Let's give it a try. What do you need out of it?
We're talking, talking 8?
$8? Oh, that's just a bit too much.
No, at 8,000, guys, I don't think it makes sense to us. What would you think about, and don't be offended, but to us, and we've got to move it back to Alberta,
Okay.
what would you think about 4?
That's a little low.
5 would be more in order. That's up to you.
Excellent. I'm really happy at that. I love this thing.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Norm. This is the best thing we bought in a long time.
We've been looking for something like this for, what, 5 years?
And when are you delivering it?
No, that don't include delivery.
And I'm guessing we're going to get an offer for twice what we paid for it real quick.
I love picking in BC.
Yeah, overall, I think we did really, really well. A fire truck. I'm going to get Keenan, I'm going to tell him he's going to drive it back.
Hey, Keenan.
Yeah,
You got our appraiser set up?
yeah, absolutely.
So what do we got?
Well, I've spoke with a few people. I wish I could have got somebody down here to speak with you, but
So we don't got a warm body.
no warm body.
Oh.
I spoke with Cash Calgary Pawn Shop, Brad or Daryl there. They're both interested in looking at it.
Next.
I apologize. I spoke with Louie. He knows lots of people.
Boxing Louie?
Yeah, my coach.
Next.
I was out at one of the bars. I met a girl. Starts off bad, but it turns out really good. She's an antique specialist. She's very good looking. It's worth talking to her, and she seems to know her stuff. She really does.
Antiques.
Antiques. She knows.
Sheldon, I'm calling Jerry.
We got to make a call.
I have to give him credit for getting the phone number of a really good-looking girl in a bar.
At least it wasn't on the back of a cigarette package. Maybe we need Jerry.
I think we better go.
Yeah.